High in northern Iran, the Alborz mountain range climbs to an elevation of over 1,840 meters, completely isolating the region from major urban centers. The local ecology shifts abruptly across these slopes. Dense pine forests dominate the north, dropping off into short, grassy rangelands in the east. Look toward the west, and the landscape is scarred by visible rock quarries, marking the steady creep of industrial resource extraction. This harsh, shifting terrain creates a natural fortress. It shields a rare geological anomaly from the casual observer. Hidden within these slopes is Badab-e Surt, a naturally formed staircase of vibrant, mirrored mineral pools cascading down the mountainside. Other terraced springs exist worldwide. Places like Pamukkale in Turkey display stark white steps holding bright blue water. Badab-e Surt, however, burns with deep reds, yellows, and fiery oranges. These massive mineral structures appear permanent, but they are incredibly fragile. New Zealand's pink and white terraces were once considered a global natural wonder, right up until they were completely obliterated in the late 19th century. Badab-e Surt is a living, breathing system. Without profound respect and careful preservation, it could easily be erased within a single human lifetime. The power behind this site comes from a rare geographical feature, a bimodal spring system. Two distinct springs emerge from the ground right next to each other. The first spring feeds a deep pool of highly saline water. It is so loaded with salt that it refuses to freeze in the harsh mountain winters, drawing locals who use it as a therapeutic bath. The second spring flows in shallow puddles. It carries a sour taste and heavy concentrations of iron oxide, pulled from deep subterranean rock layers. This chart maps the distinct chemical outputs of both springs. On one side, high levels of sodium chloride yield clear and blue-gray water. On the other side, iron oxide and iron carbonate dominate, producing intense reds and oranges. When these two opposite chemical forces emerge and mix on the mountain's surface, they create the site's striking multicolored architecture. Deep underground, the water is under immense pressure and supersaturated with dissolved mineral carbonates. But as that highly pressurized water finally reaches the surface, it is suddenly exposed to standard atmospheric pressure. Carbon dioxide gas rapidly bubbles out of the water, a degassing process violently disrupting the bicarbonate equilibrium. Unable to stay dissolved, heavier carbonate minerals drop out, precipitating into a soft, intensely colored jelly coating the ground. Over time, this soft jelly calcifies and hardens into solid travertine rock. It is a painstakingly slow process, taking between 200 and 300 years to build a single centimeter of stone. These fiery staircases record hundreds of thousands of years of uninterrupted, slow-motion chemistry. Unmanaged human interaction poses a severe threat to this timeline. Walking directly on the fragile mineral formations causes rapid erosion and permanently grinds dirt into the vibrant surfaces. The damage extends to the microscopic level. Foot traffic disrupts the biomineralization process, killing off the specialized, salt-loving halophilic bacteria that actually help bind the mineral crystals together. To halt this degradation, recent conservation efforts have introduced strict regulations. Walking on the travertine steps and swimming in the delicate terraced pools are now explicitly prohibited. Maintaining strict physical boundaries and practicing passive observation are the only ways to prevent human curiosity from erasing centuries of geological growth. Visitors can still engage with the site through quiet, non-intrusive observation, keeping their hydrotherapy strictly limited to the larger, robust pools designated for bathing. The saline waters continue to provide proven relief for joint and skin conditions among the local population, proving that utility and preservation can comfortably coexist. This requires a shift in mindset. Visitors and locals must transition from passive consumers of a landscape into active heritage guardians, protecting the site's boundaries. The visual payoff of this protection is striking, particularly at sunset, when the undisturbed, mirror-like pools perfectly reflect the sky above. Badab-e Surt is a fragile masterpiece, loaned to us by deep time. It will survive only through our deliberate, tranquil restraint.